Welcome to another episode of Giving Up on Sex. I'm Josh Jack, the guy who has given up on sex. And the other host is Bee Lion. He's in a relationship, so he's obviously not giving up on sex. It's just me. I'm the guy who has given up on sex. And not just, well, the title of the show is, did I introduce her names, by the way? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yes, you did.
All right. So pretty much not just giving up on sex, giving up on everything. Giving up on dating, giving up on asking for numbers. The whole thing. And last night I was doing a podcast with another guy I told you about. It's pretty inside, but his name was Nick. And he said that he was listening to the episode of True Life Not Doritos, another show we do. And he was saying, wow, I felt kind of bad for you. He was like, you went pretty deep on that giving up on sex thing. He was like, I listened to it. He's like, wow, you really put yourself out there. And that's what we were talking about in the first episode. I really put myself out there. Not just for sex, for everything. For dating, for trying to have women in my life. And as I said before, there's only so many times you can fail at anything where you're just like, this isn't worth it to me anymore. But I wanted to start out by saying that I actually am gay. No. No. People want to think that's true now. Like, oh, it makes sense.
Is it true?
Wonder why you give it up on sex. But gay guys love sex with each other, so that wouldn't make sense. So, no, that's a little curve.
I hear it's easy. I think it's easier to get laid when you're gay.
Oh, yeah, it's got
that could just be a stereotype. But
I went to Woody's, which makes me sound gay. But I went with these random college kids. They invited me. This is like 3 years ago. They felt bad for me because I was sitting by myself. And they're like, let's go to Woody's. So I was like, okay. So I thought, I've heard guys say before, you got to go to a gay bar. There's tons of hot chicks. Well, that's bullshit. Maybe because it was a Sunday night. It was like only a few girls in there. And it was like mostly transgender gay guys. And at first it wasn't that gay. I was like, this place is actually all right. The music. And then it got really gay, of course. Like fucking guys, like obviously making out and stuff. And I was like, must be nice. Must be nice to just go up to a guy and go, hey, we're both guys. Let's just go fuck,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm at a point now where it's not only am I just, I think it's giving up on people too. Like when I go out to Friday, Saturday nights, I'm in a different place now. I used to say to myself, why do people go out? When I was in my 20s, everything is just sex, and I was thinking, why would anybody go out to have fun? Like, why do people go out to get laid? Or I hear, a guy saying, I want to just dance and have fun. And you think, what a weirdo. Like, why would you get laid? There's girls out here. But then as you get older, you realize, a lot of these girls, like I said, are not going to have sex with you or any guy. They just want to go out to have fun and, cock tease, as I said before, and get attention, all that stuff. But if I'm at a bar somewhere, and even if there's some girl standing next to me, I'll like just walk away. Like I don't even want to be. It's weird. It's like I want to be around them, but I don't want them to even think I'm going to hit on them. Like, if they
are you worried about girls thinking that you're a creep? Is that why you don't want to be around them and have them think you're going to hit on them?
Well, I think it's part of that, and it's not even that. I just think that when they go out, here's the problem with the whole. Here's why bars, and it's just me from a guy who's going out for 10 years. The bars, that girls have like their guards up. They're going out, and once again, I believe they're going out to have fun and drink and everything, but they're also going out, like I said, to get guys to hit on them and stuff. Some of them wanted guys to hit on them, some don't. Most do, and I feel like that. I see girls looking at me like even during the daytime, and they like look at me like almost like I'm a creep. Like if I even make eye contact with them, which is not even trying to be sexual, just to even look at them, then they hold their purse up. Maybe they do it to every guy. I don't know, because but they like.
Now, are you in the city in these cases, like Center City, walking around?
Yeah, well, I used to go down to Center City just to walk around during the day to get numbers, but now I work in Center City, so today I'm walking around, and almost every girl, obviously, they could be, if they even see me, they run away or they punch their purse up. So I do think I look like a rapist, which is why
do think. Sorry to cut you off. I do think that there's a bit of and I never really hung out in the city too much, but I do get the sense when I'm in the city that there's a little more hesitance, that people feel more fearful about something bad happening while they're in the city. like I've said, being in. Do you find that same situation happening in the bars where girls are like kind of afraid or trying to step away from you? Is that the same mindset going on there?
No, I mean it's different at night, but I'm saying at nighttime it's like girls, they're just they're drunk and stuff or whatever. But I'm talking about during the daytime, and maybe it is the city, maybe, but even in Northeast where I live, which is not considered the suburbs, but it's not the city, same thing. And it's like I just think that I look creepy or I look like, which is fine. I'm not hurt by that. But when I go out at night, sometimes I go out by myself, so I try to find a spot to stand by myself, and I try to just dance to some music, like try to get into it. I try to create a fun vibe for myself. And sometimes it gets crowded, and then if some girls stand next to me, then I think that they're gonna think, "Oh, this guy's totally gonna hit on me," and I like either walk away or I like put my body language away from them to let them know like I'm not trying to talk to you or anything. And it's at a point where it's like I'm so like whatever. I don't know, like I think they're all stuck up, even if they're not. Like on the train, it's like I would never sit down next to a girl. Like if I was gonna sit down, I wouldn't sit down next to a woman at all. Even if it was a
Well, like you saying if there's like plenty of space.
Yeah, no, I'm saying even if there's only one seat that I have a chance to sit down, I won't sit down. If there's in general, I don't want to sit down next to anybody. But I can imagine I've seen girls on trains stand up, or I've seen them like the whole time, or I see them like even sometimes when they sit down next to me when there's a seat open, they're like look at me like, oh, this guy, I hope he doesn't talk to me or something, and I'm like uncomfortable. I'm like, God, I don't, like why sit next to me if you think I'm gonna do something?
Have you ever had a girl outright call you a creep or something similar?
No, I have made women uncomfortable before, but not on purpose. During the daytime and nighttime, like I used to approach girls in Rittenhouse Park, and they were just there's a lot of homeless people and a lot of panhandlers and stuff, so they probably thought I wanted money or I was trying to do something, but I wasn't like too aggressive. I didn't like jump at them, but they thought I was gonna steal their purse or something, or they thought I just was gonna, or they were just freaked out because I was trying to talk to them, and most guys don't talk to girls during the daytime, but I was. So.
I will say this. I think it's interesting because I get the sense that like for you have these two operating modes. It's like pickup Josh and regular Josh. And like if you're out just going about your day, you're regular Josh who's not sexual. And then at times when you tried to pick up girls, it was, this is my goal and that's it. And I wonder, like, have you ever tried to become friends with a girl first?
Yeah, we talked about this on many shows before, many episodes before, and I tried that originally. The first, I actually took a girl's advice, and she told me, don't try to have sex with girls, try to be their friends first. But here's what happened. Here's how that backfired. Pretty much, they didn't even want to be my friend. Like, they didn't even want to talk to me. If they had a boyfriend, like, I can't be your friend, my boyfriend would get mad. Or they didn't even want to just, because I wasn't their type of guy to talk to or hang out with. So originally, I tried that for like a year, and no girl wanted to talk to me, no girl wanted to hang out with me. And I realized, why waste my time? Obviously, I want to get laid. And plus, it is manipulative to me to try to be somebody's friend when you know you want to jump their bones. So I think it's bad advice. I think that's if you want a relationship, maybe that's cool. But as far as being someone's friend, I was friends with a girl for years. The one I tell you I moved in with, and it was nice to have a female, to hang out with, and she taught me how to dance a little bit. I learned how to like just chill with a girl and stuff, and. We were good friends until we moved in together. Then it was a nightmare because she was just an asshole. I don't want to talk about that, but she was like the roommate from hell. But I was friends with a girl for years, and I was never on. She was the type of girl. She would get drunk and she would flirt, and she would like not touch you sexually, but like like get close to you and stuff. And if I wanted to, I could have probably, if not fucked her, I could have made out with her and stuff. I could have, but I never did. Not because I have respect for her, just because I wasn't interested in her like that. But you know, it's like I tried the whole being friends with a girl, and I'll never do it again. I just think it's bad advice if you just want to get laid. I don't even think men and women should really be friends like that. I think there should be like acquaintances, but I don't think that most male and female friendships, I don't think are healthy. You know, most.
You think there's too much on the guy side of like trying to get laid that it like taints the relationship?
Well, I just think that what it comes down to is like girls put you in categories. Like there is that too. There is guys who want to get laid, but then there's also girls who like the girl I was friends with. I was telling you about. She had one guy who would like take, who would like he would like fix her TV and stuff. You know, he was like, he was. Then she had another guy that would take her out to drink. Then another guy. She had like all these guys doing different things for her, and I realized, well, what category am I in? I guess I'm the guy who just makes her laugh or just talks to her. I don't know, but I feel like they put you in these categories, too. Like they just want to use guys for different things.
That's interesting. I just feel like there's 7 billion. There's 300 million people in America. There's tens of thousands, if not a million people or more in Pennsylvania. I'm not good with numbers like that, but I guess I keep pushing you on this because I think, what are the odds that there's not, like, I've seen fucking, like, guys who are pretty objectively unattractive, ugly, fat guys with attractive women, and I don't, like, it's got to be possible. I just think it has to be.
Well, I had some success. Like I said, I have had makeouts and dates and stuff. It's possible, but here's my problem. It's to me, it's about respect. It's not about getting, like, I don't blame any woman for not wanting to fuck me. That's a choice, and that's based on attraction and what they feel and everything. It was like that in the beginning. I was bitter in the beginning because I realized. Because they didn't want to fuck me. But then I realized that I can't blame them for that. But it was just more about respect. I mean, like, I feel like every woman I've ever been on dates with, they lied to me. Like, they would have dates with other guys, and they wouldn't tell me. Or they would just treat me like shit on a date. Or they didn't want to have sex with me, but they wanted me to still take them out and stuff. And then, just like the girls I meet in bars, they all have an attitude, and most of them, and it just got to the point I realized no matter what I do, it's just not good enough. It's about respect, And,
no, okay.
Yeah, so that's what it's about. So I'm past getting laid. I would like to get laid. I'm talking about just the fucking the way that they act and stuff. Not all of them, but most of them. I feel like maybe Jim Norton. He's a traveling comedian, and he said there's something about Philly girls. He said there's the only city. There are a lot of cock teases. They play a lot of games. I don't fuck with girls in Pennsylvania or Philly. And he's a guy who's been all around the world. So when he said that, I was happy. I was like, maybe I would do better somewhere else. But unfortunately, I'm stuck in this city, and I would love to travel so I can see. Maybe I'll have luck somewhere else.
Yeah, I think that, man, I guess I kind of. I'm an insecure guy, but I guess the idea of saying I'll never try this again or this will never work, to me just doesn't seem true. Like okay, so there's this like corny example of like you can spend 10,000 hours trying to learn the piano, but if you're using your elbows the whole time to play, you're not going to make any progress. And I guess what I'm saying is, like, if you go into every situation feeling worthless, then I think somehow that's going to come across. But you know what? There's girls who like guys who do hate themselves. Like, I believe there's kind of an attraction. There was a study. I'm all about the studies right now. But there was a study that girls actually like guys who are depressed.
But, I mean, here's what I would say to that. So, when I was studying the pickup arts, which are bullshit, they teach you about confidence. Every guy says, about confidence. You hear girls say that, confidence. I went out, and as I said before, I I pushed myself harder than I pushed anything else in life with confidence. I was approaching girls, like I said, everywhere, daytime, nighttime, by myself, groups of girls, the whole thing, doing girls with guys, everything. And I even had girls telling me, "You're really confident," and none of them wanted anything to do with me. So because I'm defeated, I'm not approaching them. So and people think because I'm defeated, I would actually go up to her and go, "Hey, my name's Josh. I don't have a chance with you, but like, hey, like I'm some low. Like I never showed my low self esteem or insecurities. I went
Right.
after them with confidence, like any guy they would like, and it mostly didn't work. So it's like, look, I tried everything, and it's like, I'm actually fine giving up, but it's just more of. Have you ever heard of the whole MGTOW movement? I think I brought this up before.
What is it called?
MGTOW, MGTOW.
What does it stand for?
Men going their own way.
No.
Okay,
Does that mean
so-
like jerking off for
No.
life?
No, so people either think it's that or they think it means the guys are gay. But pretty much what it is it's guys, straight guys, who and you probably seen it on YouTube before, you just don't know because it's a weird word, MGTOW. And if you type that in, there's a bunch of videos of guys explaining examples of why women are manipulative, they lie, they trick men, they treat men like shit, and I've been subscribed to them for like years now, and it's kind of funny. It's like it's just they even talk about the pickup artist thing and how it's a waste of time and how looks matter and all this stuff, and it's just the whole MGTOW movement. There are guys who used to do pickup artist stuff, and now they're like me. They're just giving up. They're like, look, I went out for years. I tried all this stuff, and I wasn't, whatever, good enough, and I'm done. So, like, I want to ask you, like, before you met your girlfriend, you were trying to get laid, and I took you out once to get laid, and, do you think that if you never met your girlfriend, you would have been, like, just really defeated? Would you have given up, or would you just kept trying?
That's a great question. I think that's a really good question. I think that if I stayed in the pickup mindset, so to speak, that I would really have been getting in my way a lot. I think that the only time I've really felt like that people have had attraction to me is when I'm making zero effort to do that, and I'm just like if I go like when I would go out, say with like a group of friends, somebody would point out like, oh, that girl is like staring at you or whatever, and I feel that I think it's the same reason that girls are attracted to men who are married or in relationships. It's like a lack of trying, not a depressed I'm giving up on life, but like I'm set, I don't need this, that like makes them calm. Like now that I'm in a relationship, I feel like innocent flirting is kind of a fun thing to do. And the good thing about that is it's just a joke. But like, so I feel like if I were single again, that it would actually be a lot easier, because it's like you realize that like if you're just going out to have fun, especially with a group of people, and then it doesn't matter. Like, I guess you kind of talked about this, and I have a weird way of speaking where I'm all over the place right now, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're jokingly hitting on a girl, I think you could have more success. Is that ever something you've tried to do?
Yeah, well, pretty much what I do now is I'm not trying to get a girl. I don't even approach them. But when I go out is I actually try to have fun. Like I said, it's more important to me now than ever. So I just say shit to make myself laugh. I self-amuse myself. And
Yeah.
if I do approach a girl, it's not like the way I used to be. Like, I'm hitting on them. It's like I just say something stupid to make myself laugh. Like, I just say to a random girl, like, hey, I just ate a block of cheese or something. Like, I'm just trying to make myself laugh. I don't even care to, like, hit them up. But at the same time, I'm not expecting that to work, or I'm trying to get that to work. But I would love to do a social experiment with you. Not to say we should do this, but where you actually go after, like, approach girls and try your not Karen style, see if it works.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
I said I would love to do a social experiment with you and see if your theory's true. Like, have you hit on girls and like do your not giving a shit thing and see if it works. Like, see if you get numbers and all that and dates.
It'd be interesting to test out.
You know this
It's
character
kind of weird.
from Stranger Things, Steve Harrington. You know who Steve Harrington is? He's the guy who's
What?
this guy from Stranger Things. Steve Harrington. Can you
Hold
hear
on
me?
one second. Yo, you still there?
Yep.
Yo.
Yo.
Okay, yo. So, sorry. So, what were you saying?
I was saying on the show Stranger Things, there's this character Steve Harrington, and his advice to how to get chicks is just show them you don't care.
Yeah.
So he has the same philosophy you have.
So, if you have and specifically, I think the whole not caring thing means not like not caring and being like upset, like a somber not caring. It's more of like a I'm here to fuck around and have fun, and if you have a problem with that and you want to like stare at me with like throw shade at me and look angry at me, that's your fucking problem. And I don't care about that. I'm going to have fun anyway. So I think it's like I don't care. I'm going to have fun here. And I don't need your attention.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been doing the last like 2 years. But and the bouncers at this bar I go to, they all know me because I go there, and they're trying to get me laid. But they're like, just giving me the worst advice ever. And I told them like, I just want to hang out. I don't want to do this. Like, I just want to have fun. And they're like, come on, man, do this and that. And they're telling me, like I said, just say hi and all that shit. It doesn't work. But we'll get too deep into this. We'll get deeper as the show goes along. With me giving up on sex. Any questions, comments, topics? If you're a guy out there who's also giving up on sex, we'd love to hear from you. You don't have to be a guest on the show, but you can always email brian.lemin@gmail.com, or you can write a review on the iTunes or YouTube. And any final thoughts, Brian? Bee Lion?
I guess I'd just like to say that I would like to go out somewhere with you. I'd also like, if you do want to, if you do ever feel like getting back into it, I'd like to watch and see you in action, or be like a wingman if you decide to go into that. It fascinates me, and mostly what I hear about you is from your stories. But yes, if anybody wants to also, like you said, tell us stories about their lives. I think you said that. Did you already give the email address?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
My dick is dead. All right. We'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys on the next one. See you guys.